Hola mis amores, welcome back to another episode of Mornings with Fer, hosted by yours truly, Fernanda Davila. Today we're going to be diving into a topic that I believe anybody and everybody can relate to. It is about transforming your life in only 6 months. If you're ready to start taking action and building the future that you've always dreamt of, this is the episode for you. If you want to be the best version of yourself in the next 5 years, start with the minimal change that will get you to the best version of yourself in the next 6 months. Stop wasting your time and doing things that are not getting you any closer to that goal. So the first thing we're going to do is become very clear of what we want. How do you want your family to look? How do you want your business to look? How do you want your bank account to look? All those things. As soon as you are very clear on how you want those things to look, everything is going to start making more sense, and you're going to see why it's so worth it for you to sacrifice a few things in the next 6 months that we're going to go into right about now. Once you become clear on what you want, the first step you're going to take is disappear. You're going to disappear from your friends' lives, from people that are wasting your time, from things that are not getting you closer to those goals. When you finally have a very clear idea of what it is that you want, and you are willing to disappear and start taking action, you are going to start future pasting. Future pasting is pretty much telling the story like it already happened in 5 years. So I would personally say it is 2029. My morning show is killing it. My podcast is doing amazing. I've sacrificed a lot. I've been waking up super early. I've been going to sleep late, but all of this has been super worth it because I am finally where I want to be. Everything that you say, you should be writing it down and making it as solid, so you start believing those things and reviewing it every single day so that it becomes your norm in the next 6 months, during those 6 months. All the things that you keep putting out to the universe, they will become more clear every day because you are visualizing it and you are continuously reminding yourself that that is who you want to be and how you're going to get there. You know that it's not an easy road, but it's not about the road trip if not taking all the detours. Your plan will change about 500 times. It will never be what you think it is. It's like me saying, I'm gonna take a road trip to Florida and I'm hoping to take this particular route. Life happens, shit happens, and I am gonna have to take a bunch of detours. But eventually I'm gonna make it to Florida. It doesn't matter what routes I take or how many detours are on the way. I know that that is where I wanna get to. During those 6 months, take advantage of your time and mess up a lot, not purposely, but to learn from those mistakes. It is so much better to mess up in the beginning when you have all the right to mess up because you're new and you have no idea what you're doing, rather than later because you didn't ask early enough or you didn't try and you experiment and you are trying the best that you can. But give yourself those 6 months to become the best that you can at whatever it is that you decide to do. Turn that skill into a business and start monetizing from it. It's so much easier than you think nowadays. You can take a free course. You can go on YouTube. You can use ChatGPT. You can find yourself a life coach. For example, if you want to take the route of selling online and you became really good at selling on Shopify and Etsy and you decide to open a company of fancy customizable phone cases, for instance, then make sure that you have the best that there is out there and invest in yourself. Find yourself a life coach or learn from somebody that's already doing what you want to do and they are the best that's out there. That is why I'm listening to the big hotshot podcasters. That is why I am tuning in for different kinds of morning shows. To be honest, I'm trying to be as authentic as possible. So I see what they do and I totally personalize it. But I think it's a very good start because I know that it will take time and I just have to become the person that I want to be and keep molding every single day. Now that you figured out that's what you want to do, you are going to need a plan. You are going to need a plan. And I understand a lot of people say, but Fer, I have a full-time job. When am I going to do it? I have kids, my wife, my husband, the time consumption. Stop using your family as an excuse for not being successful. Instead, use your family as the motivation that you need to keep pushing and becoming the best version of yourself to provide the best future future for that little family that you have. And again, when I tell you make a plan, that plan will change and shift and get rearranged many, many times, but don't lose focus of what the big picture is and staying consistent those 6 months. The funny thing is, all of us know what we need to do to change our lives. We know what we need to do to be healthier, to be happier, to be the best version of ourselves, but we just act like we don't. It is such an easy excuse to use. Bottom line is, if it's important to you, you're gonna figure it out, and stop worrying about what your mom is gonna say, what your friends are gonna say, what your boyfriend or your girlfriend are gonna say. If they really care about you, they're gonna understand that all you need is 6 months to get yourself together and be a much better person, have a much brighter future. This brings me to an example that I have from Kobe Bryant from one of the interviews he had. When he turned 18, he went from high school to the NBA. He told all his friends and family that he could not hang out with them for a year. And of course, the reporter asked him, how did they take that? Weren't they upset about it? And he responded, if they were upset, they didn't care enough about me becoming the best version of myself because of the fact that this year is the most crucial year for my career. And obviously, he was one of the best basketball players. And because he dedicated that year to himself, he became the legend that he is today. Again, all I'm telling you to do is take 6 months for yourself. And if you get really up on the trend, then push it to a whole year. But I think in 6 months, it is such a reasonable amount of time for you to get it together and see a significant change in your life. I started social media 6 months ago, and it has changed my life. I am so much more confident. I have a very nice income. And it is so many little things that because I have been waking up at 4 in the morning, because I have been sacrificing a couple of personal situations, it has been leading me to having the best morning show, the best podcast. And I keep asking myself, and I highly recommend that you ask this question to yourself every time you're going to do something in the next 6 months. Is what I'm about to do getting me closer or further away from my goals, from my dreams, from the ideal life that I would love to enjoy living? And if that answer is no, don't do it. If that answer is yes, then jump on it and go for it, because it is only up to you the actions that you take on the daily that get you closer or further away from the best life you could have ever lived. What's wild about taking only 6 months to yourself is the people that don't understand. When you come back from your money-making vacation, they're still the same person. They think the same, they talk the same, they have the same job, they have the same relationship. They have not gone anywhere in their life. And you are gonna come back a total badass because you decided to become the best version of yourself. And they're only gonna wonder, why the hell didn't they try to do the same thing? Those 6 months will build your foundation, and then every single day after that you keep pushing yourself will build the walls to the building of the empire that you want to have. Again, it is only up to you. Stop with the excuses. Stop stopping yourself. You're the only person that has enough power to get out of bed and make it the best day, or the one that keeps whining, bitching, and complaining about little things that are in your control, but you are choosing not to work on those things and better yourself. When you come back from your money-making vacation, you are going to be inspiring people around you, especially the people that didn't believe that you could do it. Good things take time, and all I'm asking you to do is give it a shot for the next 6 months to get yourself together. Focus on you, your goals, your dreams, visualize them, do the future pasting, speak it out to the universe that you already did those things and you already have all those wins in the bag, and you are gonna become such a stronger character. But make sure during the very beginning of the 6 months, you disappear, you rewire your life, you rewire yourself, your mind, your joy, your happiness. You focus on you and everything that brings positivity to your life. One of the quotes that can help you continue stay motivated during those 6 months, which won't be easy, but they will definitely be worth it, is the secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. It's so true how we are all wasting our times talking about what happened yesterday instead of using all of that energy to think positive of what will come from tomorrow. When you let that sink in and start taking actions for your future, not judging yourself and beating yourself up about your past, things will look brighter. When you're applying these steps to the 6-month transformation of your life, if you're ever not having a good day, try and remember this quote. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. I think this could help you a lot because take it one day at a time. If you start today and you think, oh my goodness, it's gonna be the longest 6 months of my life, of course it's gonna be because you're getting overwhelmed. If you take it one day at a time and start journaling or writing down the things that you've done today that made it a better day because you know you are one day closer to the person that you wanna be, I promise this quote will help you. And another quote I will share with you before I wrap this up is, your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. So again, take it one day at a time. I know the big picture is to push through these 6 months, disappear, stay MIA, so that you can focus every single minute that you have on becoming the best version of yourself, learning and mastering a skill that can help you monetize and live the best life that you want. So make sure you take it one day at a time. Are you ready to change your life? Embrace the challenge and apply future pacing. Make sure you try your best to master a high income skill that can help you monetize and change your life. Remember, you are the only person holding yourself back. Take action now and watch your future unfold before your eyes in ways that you never imagined. I hope this episode fills you with encouragement and motivation so that we can catch up in the next 6 months and we are both living the best lives that we can. Here's to a transformative and exciting 6 months ahead. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mornings with Fed. If you like this episode, please make sure to subscribe and share it out to a friend. I hope this episode has given you a lot of energy, motivation, encouragement, and you start taking action to become the best version of yourself in only 6 months. Imagine what we could do in the next year or 5 years. It is a wild behavior, and that is only up to you and me. So let's get it together today and let's keep crushing those goals. Let's freaking go!